So this is what it looked like before we went grounded for the night, right? This is the next day. The very next day, I couldn't get to my home because you think this is a category 1, we don't need to evacuate. Now you know your police department, your EMS, your fire department, nobody can get to you because of this. And this is what we were having to try to drive around. But as the day progressed, that hole there had started to like break away, and then first it was just that side of the road, and then it got to the yellow lines, and then by the next morning it was gone. Everything. This is Pine Lake. So this is Pine Lake the next morning. This is the one that we were talking about earlier. So now it was completely gone.
When you get to go look at a 35-foot hole that's been there for 3.5 years, you'll understand. Keep in mind, this is the city of Boiling Spring Lakes. There's no more lakes. Most of them are gone because it was a system. They all fed one another. And that big lake was recreation. You can go out there on any given day, when during the season, boaters, water skiers, every now and then a jet skier, all the swimming because there was a beach at the other end. That's all gone and has been gone now for 3.5 years. This lake is the centerpiece of the city, and it's just gone. We need help. That's what it all comes down to. FEMA made a commitment back in early 2019, and but we don't. It's basically an IOU. We're going to give you $20 million to repair your dams, which is a drop in the bucket. It's a $50 million project at this point. But we don't have that $20 million. Okay, the state just came up with, and Representative Charlie Miller has walked in. Thank you. They just gave the city $14 million. We're still short, somewhere around $18, $19 million. It's too much money. You can't take a bond out for the additional nearly $20 million that's going to be needed for a town of a little over 6,000 people. You're talking insane tax hikes. Jeff, what are we, 44% retirees? I believe is the number?
Yes.
It's all retirees on fixed income. Half the population is retired. There's not big money in this town. It's just a blue collar town. So if you can give us any help whatsoever, talk to Senator Tillis. I do have his cell number in my phone. And I will reach out for him. We need help. That's why we asked you to be here. So thank you for being here.
And you've got to hear today from our officers how long it takes them to respond, because one of our main roads that needs to go through there is closed. Also, we have 2 schools down here. Everybody has to travel 87 now just to get back and forwards, and that puts more traffic on the roads with our kids down here who could be jeopardized by an accident at any time. We've got to be able to move forward, getting our roads open back up, our lakes back in there, and our city back together for the well-being of everybody in our city. Representative Charlie Miller, thank you for coming.
Yes, sir.
He's been a blessing to the city of Boiling Spring Lakes. He's been instrumental in trying to get money to us and got the $14 million to us, and we thank him a lot. He's always been there when I've called.